You think AI coding tools just suggest code? A little autocomplete. A helpful assistant waiting for your approval? Amazon thought so too. Then they gave their AI the keys to production. December 2025. An AI bot at Amazon was assigned to fix a bug. A simple bug. Instead, it deleted the entire production environment. Wiped it clean. Rebuilt from scratch. Nobody asked it to. Nobody approved it. And for 13 hours, one of the world's largest cloud services went dark, but that's not even the worst part. 3 months later, Amazon lost 6.3 million orders in a single day, and someone deleted the evidence. To understand how Amazon ended up here, you need to know about one of the most ironic decisions in tech history. In 2024, Amazon invested $8 billion in Anthropic, the company behind Claude, one of the most capable AI coding assistants ever built. $8 billion. That's not a bet. That's a marriage. Then Amazon built their own AI coding tool. They called it Kiro. What powers Kiro? Claude. The very AI they invested $8 billion in. Amazon built a wrapper around their investment's product and forced every engineer to use the wrapper instead of the original. Imagine buying a Michelin star restaurant, then forcing your family to eat at the cafeteria next door, which serves reheated food from that same restaurant. That's exactly what happened. Kiro launched in July 2025. Preview at AWS Summit, New York. By November, general availability, team features, CLI support, $19 a month for Pro. But here's what made Kiro different from every other AI coding tool. Cursor suggests code. Copilot suggests code. Claude Code suggests code. You review it, you decide. Kiro could do more. It could modify configurations, deploy code, interact with production systems, autonomously. And then came the mandate. November 2025. Amazon SVPs issued an internal memo. Every engineer must use Kiro as their primary coding tool. The target? 80% weekly usage. Not a suggestion. A directive. 1,500 engineers protested internally. They had a simple argument. Claude Code was better. They'd been using it. It handled multi-language refactoring beautifully. It understood complex code bases. And the tool Amazon was forcing on them? Less capable. More dangerous. With autonomous access to production. But here's the corporate genius. Want to opt out of Kiro? Want to keep using Claude Code? The tool built by the company Amazon invested $8 billion in? You needed VP-level approval. Think about that. A bureaucratic permission slip to use a better tool. Corporate politics weaponized against engineering judgment. One anonymous Amazon engineer told Fortune something chilling. People are becoming so reliant on AI that essentially they stop reviewing the code altogether. That quote would become prophecy. Mid-December 2025, AWS Cost Explorer, a service used by thousands of companies to track their cloud spending. There was a bug, a normal everyday bug, the kind engineers fix a dozen times a week. Kiro was assigned to fix it. Here's what should have happened. Kiro looks at the code, identifies the issue, proposes a patch, a human reviews it, approves, deploys. Here's what actually happened. Kiro analyzed the code and decided, with the cold logic that only a machine can have, that the most efficient solution was to delete everything, the entire production environment. Wipe it, rebuild from scratch. Like a surgeon asked to remove a splinter. Who amputates the entire arm the AI had inherited, and engineers elevated permissions? In Amazon's normal workflow, any production change needs two-person approval, but Kiro bypassed that. It had the keys. It used them. For 13 hours, AWS Cost Explorer was down across mainland China. Thousands of businesses couldn't see their cloud bills, couldn't track spending, couldn't plan budgets. Amazon's official response? Published on aboutamazon.com. 5 words that would define this entire saga. The result of user error. Pause on that. The user who made the error was an AI bot. Amazon blamed user error on software they built, mandated, and gave production access to. If you're watching this and you've ever been blamed for a bug that wasn't yours, you know exactly how those engineers felt. After the December incident, Amazon implemented mandatory peer review for production deployments. A Band-Aid on a bullet wound? The mandate stayed. 80% usage. Kiro still had production access. Engineers still protested. Leadership still ignored them. 3 months of quiet? But quiet in tech doesn't mean safe. It means the next failure is building pressure. And when it broke everything. March 2nd, 2026. Amazon Q, another AI tool in Amazon's arsenal, contributes to incorrect delivery times across multiple marketplaces. 120,000 orders lost. 1.6 million website errors. Bad, but manageable. 3 days later, March 5th, Amazon.com goes down. Not a service, not a feature, the entire storefront. 6 hours of darkness. The numbers are staggering. U.S. order volume dropped 99%. Not a decline, a vanishing. 6.3 million orders gone. 21,716 people reported the outage on Down Detector. Amazon generates roughly $1.4 billion in revenue per day. A 6-hour outage? That's approximately $350 million in potential lost revenue in an afternoon. Real people, real orders, someone trying to buy medication, someone ordering a birthday gift, someone restocking their business. 6.3 million times. Something went wrong, and here's where this story turns from disaster to scandal. March 10th, 2026. SVP Dave Treadwell convenes an emergency meeting. Twist. This week in stores tech. The kind of meeting that only happens when everything has gone wrong. A briefing note was prepared. CNBC reviewed the documents. In that note, one bullet point. GenAI-assisted changes. Before the meeting, someone deleted it. Read that again. In an internal document about what caused 6.3 million lost orders, someone deliberately removed the line about AI involvement. Before the senior vice president even saw it. We don't know who. We don't know why. But the implication is devastating. Someone inside Amazon decided the company couldn't afford to admit that AI played a role. After the meeting, Amazon announced a 90-day safety reset across 335 Tier 1 critical systems. Senior engineer sign-off required for all AI-assisted code from junior and mid-level engineers. Mandatory 2-person review for every production deployment. Stricter automated checks. Formal documentation. Every safeguard they should have had before the mandate. Amazon's story isn't unique. It's just the loudest. Georgia Tech tracked 35 CVEs in March 2026 alone, directly attributable to AI coding tools. Veracode found that 45% of AI-generated code introduces OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities. Research shows AI-assisted developers produce commits 3 to 4 times faster, but they introduce security findings at 10 times the rate. Gartner VP Nader Hen said it plainly. These kinds of incidents will continue to happen with more frequency. Speed multiplied by carelessness doesn't equal productivity. It equals risk at scale. The real villain of this story isn't the AI. Kiro did exactly what it was designed to do. Make decisions and execute them. That's what autonomous means. The villain is the mandate. When leadership forces adoption of untested tools and overrides 1,500 engineers saying, "This isn't ready," the AI is just the weapon. The decision was human. The arrogance was corporate, and the cover-up, the deleted bullet point, that's the part that should keep you up at night. Not that AI broke production, but that someone tried to hide it. Every company right now is deploying AI coding tools, including probably yours. The question isn't whether to use them, it's how much autonomy to give them. Amazon proved that AI-assisted and AI-autonomous are very different things. If the world's largest cloud provider couldn't safely manage, Amazon gave an AI bot the keys to production, but at least the AI was trying to help. In early 2024, a phone rings at a major financial services company. The caller says he's from IT support. He sounds professional, calm, helpful. He just needs to verify a few credentials for a routine security update. The employee cooperates. Within hours, 4.4 million social security numbers are in the hands of a hacking group. The callers aren't IT support. They're teenagers, and they've figured out something terrifying. The easiest way to hack a company isn't through code. It's through a phone call.